We all know about the Hulu series that had us all on the edge of our seats back in March of 2019. Gypsy Rose, who made national headlines and became the subject of Hulu's 2019 limited series The Act for her role in her mother's death. After suffering years of emotional and physical abuse, Gypsy Rose was released from prison on Thursday, December 28th of 2023. Joey King, who played Gypsy Rose, gave us a glimpse into Gypsy's life. Now, it is a lot of speculation that a lot of the details in the TV show wasn't true and that Hulu made the series without Gypsy Rose's permission. Gypsy Rose was expected to serve 10 years in prison in a plea deal, but soon after attorneys uncovered the abuse she was experiencing at the hands of her mother, Gypsy was released after only serving 7 years. Blanchard was the victim of Munchausen, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it is basically a rare syndrome in which a caregiver fakes or over-exaggerates or induces illness in a child to gain attention. Gypsy Rose grew up with her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard. So basically her mother seemed to have an illness as well, or was dealing with some type of mental illness. So her mom would make up all these different illnesses that her daughter had. And the truth was, Gypsy never had none of these illnesses that her mother said that she had. There's a part in a scene where Gypsy was eating candy and she was not allowed to eat any type of candy because her mom said that if she did, it would cause an allergic reaction. So one day, Gypsy came to her mom and let her mom know that she was experiencing some tooth pain, and her mother, Dee Dee, diagnosed her with complications due to acid reflux. So soon after, her mom takes her to go see a doctor, and right when she sees the opportunity, she steals his prescription pads before he was able to even notice that she took a prescription from him. The specialist doesn't seem to find anything wrong with Gypsy Rose's burning throat, but shortly after, he recommends that she takes her to go see a dentist. So here is where things start to become a little fishy. This is a scene where Gypsy is taken to the dentist. As the dentist is giving Gypsy her checkup, she notices that something is a little bit off about Gypsy. She then starts to suspect that Dee Dee is lying about something and begins to question her. So I'm guessing at this point, Dee Dee realizes that the doctor is starting to catch on to her, and she decides to take Gypsy to another doctor's office. And I'm assuming also it's because Gypsy is not getting the medication that she thought she was going to get. So now she's removing Gypsy from this dentist's office. Here is where the dentist is actually starting to question the other dentists around her. As you guys can see, this doctor completely brushed it off and thought nothing of it. So let's pause for a minute. Why are none of these doctors being held responsible for treating this girl and she had none of these illnesses? Nobody is shining light on the fact that these doctors knew that this girl was not sick. They had to have run tests on her and knew that she was not sick. Why was she still being treated? I'm just so confused, because why was none of these doctors put in jail for this? Like, they were just treating this girl, giving this girl prescriptions, knowing damn well she was never even sick. They just as sick as the mama was. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. How do y'all feel about this situation? Because everybody is just pointing fingers at Dee Dee, but nobody's pointing finger at the fact that these doctors they were enabling this behavior from not only from the mama, but they was making this girl sick. Now, I don't know if it was because they getting paid, so they just honestly didn't care. But I really feel for this girl and the stuff that she had to endure. So later, Gypsy began to use online dating, which is where she met a guy named Nicholas. Now, Nicholas did help Gypsy orchestrate the whole ending of her mother's life, which later ended up in his arrest. They were arrested hundreds of miles away in Wisconsin, which is where Nicholas lived. Now, today, Gypsy is a free woman. Now, it was said to believe that Nicholas was found guilty in November of 2018 and was sentenced to life in prison without possible parole in 2019. Gypsy was spotted leaving her hotel room now that she is beginning her life with her new husband, Ryan Anderson, who she married in 2022 before she was released from prison. Now, this was a rather interesting story. I hope that Gypsy can now live a normal life and reclaim her life back from, the things that her mother has taken away from her. But I want to hear back from you guys. Leave a comment down below on how you feel about this topic. How do you feel about this whole entire situation? A lot of people are excited that she is finally home, but I know some people do have their opinions on this situation. But that is it for this video. I will see you guys in another one. Bye!